Hey, let's see what we got here. Did all that. Let's pop over here to the scans. There we go. All right, let me make sure that sound is up. Yep, we're good there. All right, so this morning, looking over the market, I see ISPC is our biggest mover over $5. 4 million shares traded on it, head towards 5 million. Behind it, we have LUMN. I'm going to go ahead and look up these. It is a little bit of a lighter volume day. Just looking at the pre-market, Monday, we saw that, let me look at the NQ and see what it's doing. It is red on the day. So markets are down. But I see this kind of ranging motion. On Friday, let me see where I traded. I was trading SOXL, but it just would not break this level. That's what it was. SOXL, it did this little triple top, and I was like, okay, well, it did this. I'm looking for it to break. It never could break it, even into the weekend. So never could break it and went down. But I had sold like back here once it just kept holding flat. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna hold this. This isn't looking like it wants to do what it wants to do. And it was a Friday trade. So Fridays is one of or is the weakest day of the week for me. So I'm like, nah. So I went ahead and cut that one. It did end up going down, and that would have been a bad hold over the weekend looking for this to break, because I would have been down quite a bit if it gapped like this. Anyway, got out of that one. But this morning, ISPC is up 76%. We'll look into the news real quick, and we'll also look into LUMN. Let's go look at that. Well, actually, first, before we do that, let's look at the market news that is going to be coming out today. Any kind of from the FOMC. So this is the 21st. We have commercial paper coming out. We have the foreign exchange rates at 4 p.m. All of this is kind of towards the afternoon hours. And then we have the selected interest rates in the afternoon. So we're morning trading right now. I don't really see any big news coming out in the morning. Let's jump over here to ISPC. ISPC. Good morning to everybody. Hopefully you guys have had a great weekend. This is iSpecimen Inc. common stock. So ISPC, let's look at any press releases coming from the company. Last news was on September 26th. So that was about a month ago. iSpecimen secures $1 million loan, appoints 3 new board members. So that is all the news that it has from the company. They also did a reverse stock split back on September 11th, and they had a little bit of earnings reporting back in August. So no recent news like this month. Let's also check out LUMN. LUMN. Lumen and Meta partner. Okay, so this company is partnering with what used to be Facebook, but is now Meta, to drive AI network expansion. This one does look like it has a little bit higher float, so let's go over to Yahoo and look at LUMN. But it does have news for today, and it's only up 18% too, so not a huge mover. Let's go to statistics. That float is looking like almost 1 billion in the float, so that is a pretty large float. That's probably more of like a swing position than anything. But I mean, partnering with Facebook, let's go read into it. 31 minutes ago. So let's see. Lumen's private connectivity fabric enables long-term network capacity for Meta's AI. Lumen and Meta are partnering to significantly increase Meta's network capacity and help drive its bold AI ambitions. The expanded network will provide dedicated interconnection for Meta's industry-leading infrastructure, strengthening and increasing the company's ability to lead in AI development. This increase in compatibility is another differentiator that will fuel Meta's vision to advance AI for a more connected world. Okay, so this is happening. So pretty good news, but I don't know if it's going to be something that is a day trade. I don't know how choppy it's going to be, but that is probably going to be going up in the upcoming days and weeks, right? We're enabling one of the biggest expansions of network capacity in our lifetime, said Ashley Hayes Gaspar. Lumen EVP and Chief Revenue Officer, we've transformed our company to meet this demand as Meta's customers use more AI services across its platforms. We're helping provide Meta with a seamless, effortless, and flexible network that will meet its growing needs. With the growing interest in AI, preparing for the future means investing in a reliable network. The Lumen partnership provides Meta with increased flexibility through secure on-demand bandwidth to support its complex computing needs and serve billions of people every day. Our AI tools are performing increasingly more complex tasks, including enabling conversations in a variety of languages and translating text to images in real time, while helping people interact with the world around them in new immersive ways. We are excited to work with Lumen to use this advanced network to provide scale and reliability for seamless experiences, said Alex Handra. Uh, I've seen this word before. I know how it's pronounced. I just can't remember. Uh, whatever. Director of Meta's network investments. Okay. So yeah, cool. I dropped this link in the chat, so if you want to continue reading, you can. But yeah, Meta partnering with Lumen is going to be quite a tasty subject coming up, especially with AI keywords like AI and things like that. But I don't know. Oops, did I press something? But I don't know if it's going to be a day trade for the day. We'll see. It's up 17%, but that's a big move for this stock. The ATR that it closed with last week was 41 cents. We don't know what it's going to open up with this week. Starting price, let me go back to Lumen. Starting price down here was $6. So it's only moved $1. So I'm wondering, is it going to be one of those slow ones that just keeps grinding up and then we'll see it way up there in the future? Let's look at the larger time frames. Let's look at Lumen's monthly chart. So it was once at 49 bucks, right? 49.50 bucks. Went up there once, kind of fell down, tested twice, fell down. Let's see during COVID, what did it do? COVID, and well, it's kind of been downtrending since 2014, 15-ish era. Been downtrending and broke these lows in 2017, 2018, and just been going lower. Went all the way down to 78 cents. And now is back up to $6 with the news of Facebook Meta. So I'm thinking, looking at this chart, this one is a grinder. This one's going to be more of a longer term hold. Let me see if Lumen, have they ever paid a dividend? Let me see. Let me see what they got over here. Lumen, go back to this. Go to dividends. I don't think they've ever paid a dividend out. Oh, they have. Okay. So Lumen has paid a dividend in the past. Let's see. They started in 1995, 8 cents. What is this? This looks like a quarterly dividend. Let's see. December, March. Okay, yeah, it looks like a quarterly dividend. And what's the highest dividend payout that they've had? They had 70 cents in 2008, which was the crash. 2009, 70 something cents. So I wonder, will they ever crank this dividend back up? They stopped the dividend payouts in 2022. But with these new collaborations, will they be getting the amount of funding that they need to reopen dividends? Would be my question. Because thinking about a longer term hold, something that's going to be playable into the future, kind of looks good. So I'm definitely going to put that onto my longer term watch list there. Let me see, where's my watch list? There it is. Okay, longer term watch list. I'm definitely going to put Lumen in there. LUMN on a Facebook partnership. I keep saying Facebook, Meta partnership. Okay, AI partnership. and we will definitely see how that goes. Okay, so let's look around here. Harris to visit 3 swing states. Okay. Musk 1 million a day to swing states. Deeply concerning. The winner will be chosen for those who sign a petition by Tech Billionaires Trump supporting group. Okay. All right. Well, big news on the horizon, especially going into next month. We are already over the halfway point of this month. Some of the last states, like my state, is not. You can't. It's not an early voting state unless you have really special, a special situation. So our voting is going to be, starting this week and then going into next week, and we'll be heading into the final days before the final count is done. Um, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm just gonna definitely be watching this. This could definitely open up and try to open up some dividends again, especially with all of this history. I don't know why exactly they stopped. I'll have to look in and see, was it purely a money issue or what? And can Facebook pull them out of the dirt, basically? Looking at their monthly chart again, they've been up there. They've been to $49. So, taking some of this at $6, maybe it does a little bit of a pullback or something, does some adjustments, and I just take a little bit, but it's not paying a dividend. So my money would just be kind of sitting there. I would like them to at least put some news out. Hey, we're gonna open up our dividends again, or something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we know the past news of the Meta partnership and all this. Okay, that might be a reason for me to get on in. Because I like to get paid to wait, for sure, for sure. Okay, so back over to a ISPC. Still, did we even look at news? No, this one didn't have any recent news. Okay, what else is up here? OKLO was a mover from last week. It was a larger float stock as well. I forgot what the news was on it. OKLO. Got about 15 minutes to the bell. Let's see press releases. Okay, 6 days ago, DOE approves conceptual safety design report for Oklo's or Aurora fuel fabrication facility. They finalized an agreement with the Department of Energy to advance to the next phase of siting. So, okay, energy. Let's go and look at their profile again. I forgot what they do. Profile. Okay, so Okla develops fission power plants to provide reliable and commercial scale energy to customers in the United States. It also provides, one of the things that I saw in Trump's policy is that he wanted to bring back energy to the U.S., make it the energy powerhouse again. I wonder, would this stock benefit from him winning? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. But we'll see in the future, I guess. I don't know if this one pays a dividend either. But it's just an interesting thought, I guess. If you never look at the policy though, you wouldn't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna get too excited on that one. Let's go look at DJT. DJT stock. Oh, I meant to type that into here. This was Donald Trump stock. It was going up a whole lot like a month ago. People really, really excited and all that stuff. I don't know how much it'll go up if he actually wins. It's probably gonna trade like a meme stock if he actually wins, kind of like DWAC did. Um, it's $29 right now, but you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it may shoot through the roof. I don't know. I may just miss the move. I know I've seen a lot of people just getting some shares in there and things, but they got their shares in there way back here, you know, when it was like 15 bucks. And then let's look over here on the larger time frame. So here's the monthly for it on DJT. It shot up here one time to 175. I forget why. That was in 2021. Then it went back up here to like 92 bucks, faded on out to like $10. And yeah, lows of around 10, 12 bucks, but I don't know. That thing seems like a pop and drop. Just looking at this charting, it threw a wick up there but couldn't hold anybody up there. So I don't know. That's kind of on the fence right there. Anyway, coming into the open, we have 15 minutes left. Let's jump back over to the main movers on today. And this one, IFPC, very low volume coming into the open. Only 4 million shares traded. I'm guessing it's because of the lack of catalyst. And we are already seeing wicks, these long wicks. So this one dropped from 925 down here to 766, and then we got some wicks going both ways. So I kind of am wary of wicks on Monday morning. It's kind of hard to get a push through. So of course, just on my statistics alone, Mondays and Fridays are my weakest trading days. Mondays are a little bit better, 64%. Fridays are absolutely horrible. It's way too close to 50%. It's like a 50-50 chance. 54%. It's like, nah, that's not enough edge for me. That's not enough edge for me. And a lot of people, they ask, what is edge? What is edge? It is the data-driven advantage that you have in the market. Edge isn't like one thing. It's not like, oh, it broke VWAP, or you know, it broke high of day. That's my edge. Or, you know, it it crossed some EMA. It got this value. Your edge is the accumulation of the data that is backing your system. And it's like, okay, once these points align, it does this and this and this and this and this. Now I have edge. So that's how edge works. That's why most big traders are like, well, if you're not documenting, you're not journaling, you're not doing anything. You don't have an edge. That's pretty true. But anyway, let's go and see. Let's just watch the NQ. I mean, it's red on the day anyway, so market on the day just in this little consolidation range. And we've seen this before where it consolidates a little bit, then it makes a big decision, then comes back, consolidates a little bit. But the biggest decision it's made recently was this fall from 20,000 down here to 20,200. And we really don't know what it wants to do. I think it's going flat because the election is on the horizon. It's kind of just flattening out because people, I'm pretty sure people have already hedged positions. Whether it's going to shoot up or shoot down, it's the hedge funds are probably real active during this consolidation period, and just want to kind of see where things go and see where the whales want to play. But yeah, no rush, no rush. It's Monday morning. Statistics do not support Monday morning, so you know it's got to be something with catalyst, with all the bells and whistles, and I'm just not seeing that on today, right now. So we'll see what happens on the open. Got about 10 minutes to the bell. Actually, I'm gonna clear this draw. I know these drawings make any. I usually just draw. I draw new support and resistance every day instead of just leaving them out there. I'm like, I'm trying to day trade, so I want to look at recent action where people can get scared, people can experience fear, or people can maybe catch a bottom, maybe on support, right? And that's what I'm looking for. So I really don't look too far back when I'm trying to day trade those ones. because a lot of people aren't just zooming all the way back 10 years. Now, if I was doing a longer term or even a swing trade, I would definitely be looking back months, years, all the way back to the beginning of his trading history. But yeah, that's just a little bit of talking on Monday morning, seeing where things gonna go. Let me go back over here to the scans so y'all can see the scans. I usually just keep my news up on the NQ. I want to see what the overall markets are doing because a lot of times these other things that are moving, I mean, you'll see if they have news based on their volume. Like when people are really heavy in there, 10 million shares traded out of pre-market, there's probably some kind of catalyst for people to be on it like that. If there's not, I mean, it could still make a massive move. It could be just a big short squeeze in the making, which we saw last week and the week before. And I don't know how long that's going to continue, but we had 1,000% movers, 800% movers, just absolutely obliterating shorts. And so I don't know when the shorts are going to get their feet set back down and the market kind of chills a little bit with the 1,000% movers. But right now, I don't know what is happening in the cheaper stocks. I'll see that once the market opens over here on the small cap no gap and the small cap gapper. So the no gap basically is things that wasn't doing anything in pre-market, and then all of a sudden, boom, they blow up. And then the gap, the small cap gappers, is anything that has gapped over 30% and is holding that 30%. So that's kind of how I do it. Because most of the time, if it's like a dollar stock, it should be gapping 30, 40, 50% because it's cheap. If it's like even a $5 stock, it should be gapping like pretty big for people to get into it. And that's what we usually see. Just like ISPC, even without any catalyst, this thing is over 30%. It's at 68% right now. So I'm like, cool. So that's kind of how I look at those. And then I have my large cap scanner. I haven't traded large caps in a minute because large caps move so much with the market. And so I'm like, I just trade the market. Like I just trade the market. But we'll see. We'll see. I might even take that large cap scanner off because I really just don't trade large caps. I just trade the market itself. Trade SOXL, XOXS, and they move with the market. If Nvidia and all of them are going up, probably because the market is going up. If they're going down, it's probably because the market's going down. Pretty heavy followers of the market. So jumping into just Nvidia by itself, I'm just like, unless it has catalysts, that could change the game. If it has catalysts, okay. If Nvidia comes out and they're like, yeah, we got new motherboards, new GPUs, new everything, then I'm like, okay, I'm trading Nvidia. But other than that, they're just moving. I'm going and looking at the market and seeing what I can capitalize on there. There. We got about 6 minutes to the bell. Hmm. Alex Batista says, "How long have I been day trading? Day trading stock 2020. Day trading period because I started with options, which was the worst decision that I ever made because options are a derivative of stock. If you can't or don't understand stock motion and how all the parallels work, options are going to destroy you. It doesn't even matter if you understand uh the options mathematics, the calculations and things like that. You got to understand the mother, where things come from, and then you can trade the children. But anyway, after options came over to stocks in 2020. Well, you know what, that's not true. It was 2019 that I started looking into it. So like early 2019 I was reading up on it. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Okay. And then into 2020, everything happened. Everything erupted. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta get in. I gotta get active and all this. It was before I really had any kind of was doing any journaling or doing any kind of data management or documentation or anything like that. And everything was going up. And so I kind of got drunk during that time. So like during that time, I mean anything you bought was just going up. You could buy a dip, you could buy a rip, you could buy you could buy anywhere and it's just going up. And so I really didn't know how to manage that type of action at that time. And you know, I made some money for sure. But I also lost some money because I got drunk on the up. And I didn't lose as much as I did with options though. Options, man. Oh my gee whiz, I got boiled and baked in options. But with stocks, didn't lose that much. And pretty much I really didn't know what I was missing as far as like what I needed to know. I was just like, man, everything was going up and now it's not. What's going on? It's kind of like GameStop when it was just up, 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 and everybody was just get in, get in, get in. But then when things cool off, it's like, do you have like any kind of foundation for a colder market? Do you, you know, any kind of anything like that? So I had to reassess what I was doing, and I still wasn't just I wasn't really into documentation like that until like 2023. No, 20 end of 2021, somewhere up in there. I got really heavy on documentation. I use TraderSync as a journal, and I document all of my trades. I got like 3,000 something trades since I've been day trading stock. So that's just stock, not the option stuff, just stock. It's like 3,000 trades on there, and I pretty much take notes. Take every trade. I'd be like, okay, what is the one thing that caused me to get into this trade? What is the one thing that caused me to exit this trade? And then what was the overall market doing when I was in this trade? Was it dumping? Was it blah 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 XYZ? And with TraderSync, you can save your images into your journal. So like you can take a screenshot of this screen that we're currently looking at, and I could take one. I always take one of the NQ. I want to know what the market was doing during that time period, and then two of the actual trade itself, the entry and the exit. So what caused the exit? What caused this? Was it? And if it's something that I can't really see on the picture, like let's say if I really don't use level two though anymore. When I first started, I was using level two heavy, but level two is just like, I mean, it's just yeah, you can use it. Some people trade with just level two, but I just don't really do it. I just enter on support and resistance basically. Don't use VWAP or anything like that. I use ATR, so the average true range. Um, and that's about it. I mean, so I don't know. That's about it. Alex Batista says, "Oh yeah, cover times were so good in the markets towards 34." Exactly. I mean, anything I could throw anything in the market, and it was going up. Anything. It was crazy. I just man, I got drunk on power. I think for real. Too many sips. Too many sips. All right, we're going into the open. I'm gonna watch. We got another one popping up here. ISPC and then LTBR just popped up. If I'm not mistaken, that is a light bridge is nuclear energy. So we're getting some nuclear energy and energy type things, but we're also getting this after the oil has come down quite a bit. So oil was up to 70 what $5 or something like that like a week ago. Let's see. Oil back up, back up, back up. Hey, the markets is open. It was at 76 cents. Oil has dipped now, but now stocks that are nuclear, the ones that harvest uranium and things, we're seeing those pop up. Interesting. Like OKLO was one that we were looking at earlier. That's a nuclear fission. They build those facilities and things like that. And then we got LTBR up here as well. And like I said earlier, I think it's because of the Republican policy. They want to bring energy back to the United States, make us a energy power again, nuclear energy power again. And so I'm wondering, are those up because of the upcoming election? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking, you know. But anyway, ISPC was the one that was the most up. ATRs have calculated for it. ATR high up here is 817. ATR lows down here is 642. And it's just around here. It did not have catalyst on the day. LTBR, that one just popped up though. It is a lower volume stock with 2 million shares traded on it. So very low volume. But let's go and look at the news here. Right. News for LTBR. All right, Lightbridge, what you got for us? Press releases. We're seeing 3 days ago, Lightbridge president and CEO Seth Gray interviewed today on Schwab Networks Trading 360. Then 4 days ago, Lightbridge to hold business update. And I think this is, let me make sure this is the nuclear place. LTBR. I may be wrong. Let me just make sure. Okay. So corporation, yeah. Lightbridge Corporation, together with its subsidiaries, engages in developing nuclear fuel technology. It develops and commercializes metallic nuclear fuels. The company was formerly known as Thorium Power Limited and changed its name to Lightbridge Corporation in September 2009. It is in Virginia. So it is, and this, I saw one of these type of companies that was in Arizona last time earlier. It was like, it might have been last year sometime that I saw, but these have been popping up, these nuclear places that are in the US. And so I'm wondering, is that being caused by the Republican policy to bring energy back here? I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see in the future. Don't know if it pays out dividends. Has ever paid out dividends? I don't think so. Has it? Nope, no dividend history. Anyway, just something to keep in mind. LTBR at $8.87. Nuclear energy type thing. ISPC, not really doing much there. Not moving much at all, actually. We got new things popping up here with the small cap gapper. So I see GRI up 165%, SYTA up 152%, BIVI up 100%, and then SAVE up 35%. So this is the small cap gapper. Now these gaps, I'm looking for things going, they're gapped 30%, not up 30%. Like if it's the start of the market and they go up 30%, they'll come up over here with a no gap. But these that are gapping during pre-market, these are the ones that I'm like, okay, let's see what you're talking about. So let's look through these, starting with GRI real quick. GRI. See what kind of, whoa, what in the world? Okay. They didn't like whatever I put in. Do that again. GRI. Bio Inc. Common Stock. Interesting. Okay, well, let's put in SYTA then. Maybe it's a routing thing. Let's see if it, nope. Okay, this one came up. So let's go to press releases for SYTA up 137%. 2 hours ago, T-Mobile to offer Sayata's new mission critical over 5G cellular radios for first responders. Okay, so that was 2 hours ago. It does have recent news. Let's look at Bivy. Actually, I'll throw this into the chat so y'all can look at it if y'all want to. And let's go over to Bivy real quick because things are moving right now. So Bivy, BioVi. News from 6 days ago received a notice of allowance for Japan patent application covering novel liquid formulation, but that's 6 days ago. No recent news on that one. Let's go to Save, SAVE. Spirit Airlines. 4 days ago, Spirit Airlines brings on Frankie Muniz to promote its new not in the middle go comfy travel option. Okay, that's 4 days ago. So the most recent news that I see is SYTA. I don't know why GRI wouldn't pull up. GRI, don't give me any problems. Okay, there it is. And let's go to wait, are there no press release? Why is GRI tripping? All the other ones just pulled up. There are no press releases. Or is it a let's look at the monthly chart on GRI. GRI looks like it's been through a couple. We look at the monthly chart, it looks like it's been through a couple of splits. Because I don't think it's ever been up to 1,200. So currently way down here was at 30 something cents as a low and has moved up here to $1.54. Let's go see what they actually do. GRI. And then I'm gonna probably be jumping out of here, getting to my morning meeting. Like I said, Mondays and Fridays statistically for me are my weakest trading days. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays is where I make my money. Um, I guess it's because usually Mondays there's lighter volume and there's less decisiveness in the market, right? Um, and then Fridays, of course, it's Friday. I get executed on Fridays. But GRI Bio Inc., a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, focuses on discovering, developing, and commercializing therapies that target diseases leading to inflammatory, fibrotic, and autoimmune disorders in the United States. Its lead product candidate is GRI 0621, an oral inhibitor of type 1 natural killer T cells, which is in phase 2 clinical trial for the treatment of severe fibrotic lung diseases, such as idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. The company's portfolio also includes GRI 0803, a novel oral agonist agonist of type 2 natural killer T cells. Is preclinical development. Okay. So that's a nice little medical stock there. It is based out of California, was founded in 2009. Let's look. Did it have any? I didn't see any press releases over there from the company. Any news over here on Yahoo? Preclinical, and this is preclinical data, so that's always kind of suspect, right? Because it's not. It's before it's even tested. It's almost like theoretical data, right? This is just what we got at the whiteboard, what we think will happen, but we haven't tested any of it yet. All right. But yeah, GRI going on down with the wind there. Let's jump back over to the scans, and this is gonna be the closing scans. I'm about to get ready to go to my morning meeting. Markets right now, NQ, QQQ, SPY are all red. How many trades do I take a week? Usually I do well since I focus on Tuesday, Thursday. I usually do 3 trades. Sometimes I get, in my zone and I want to trade on Mondays and two, but usually 1 trade a day. If I'm gonna trade on day, it's 1 trade a day. So the most would be 5 on a full week. But statistically, looking at my statistics with Mondays and Fridays being super weak, Friday being a 54% win rate, and then Mondays being a 64% win rate, when Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are all over 70%. So I just can't justify jumping in on Mondays because my statistics do not justify jumping in on Mondays. My decisions on these days are pretty much the same as the decisions that I'll make on Tuesday, Thursdays. The only problem is on these days, it's less volume and less decisive movements. So yes, I can do the exact same thing that I do to make money on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the resolution isn't there. I get cooked. I get cooked. And I'm like, bro, why is this happening? But it makes sense. It's Monday or Friday. End of the week, people are either taking profit or sitting still. Beginning of the week, people are looking for news. They're like, okay, what's going on for this week? Unless there's some huge news that came out on the previous week. GRI halted down now. SY, okay. All right, SYTA, big old pullback there. Bivy, um, sitting on indecision. Okay. All right. Well, that is pretty much it for today. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Right? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I am out doing work, doing other things. I am still trading. I just am not in an office. So, um, I'm in and out, working and everything. I'll set aside a little bit of time so I can just do a trade and get on down. But, I'm gonna be doing what I do. But yeah, I I do a lot, I guess. I'm not just trading. I'm working too. I got other things on the map that I need to get done. But yeah, I do like collecting all the data, seeing where my strong points are, where can I attack, what's the best, what's best for me, you know. But yeah, that's it for today. It is 8:42. I gotta jump off of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you like the content or you like anything that you saw here, cool. We do have a Discord if you want to continue any kind of conversation after the stream. I see those Discords. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Usually it's within minutes. So it's a lot faster than if you contact me on YouTube or something like that. Discord, I can just pop my phone out, oh, boop, 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 and be there. But yeah, that's it for today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.